Ciao a tutti e bentornati con questo nuovo video di Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Eravamo arrivati qui con il nostro Galeb che doveva iniziare lui il suo percorso nel gioco. Ci eravamo fermati qui, vediamo dove riusciremo ad andare avanti anche con lui. Vediamo un po', abbiamo per ora portato avanti le due storie di Leisha e di Emam, per cui vediamo un po' con lui. Allora, con lui dobbiamo trovare Caius Leto, siamo nella zona protetta, vediamo lui non c'ha i poteri di non farsi vedere. Ma le mie istruzioni sono chiare, attenzione. C'è lo squalo. C'è lo
My
squalo.
most honored sire, you're wasting your
Perde il tuo
time
tempo
here.
qui, dice.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
Vediamo un po'. Eh no, dobbiamo fare questo perché se no facciamo la fine dell'altro.
Tell me, you haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zufeng.
Yes, Zhu Feng, a name that's as delectable as her blood.
C'è il
I'm
sangue di
sure.
sto di Su Feng.
You're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Galeb Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
Non
I
mi
hope that the
difendo.
prince will allow me to shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows? Dear
Tenuto il tratto chiacchierone,
Hazel is so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must end this ever so pleasant conversation. I need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
ricompense dialogo +1, Vediamo.
Was there anything else? Try not to take too long.
Ma per forza di qua devo andare.
Mr. Bazori,
Eh,
can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone.
non vuole essere disturbato.
Prince's orders.
I see. He's holed up in the server
È il
room. You'll need a
passepartout,
pass to get in.
dire
There's one on his desk.
di un pass. Vai. Esploriamo un po', questa è la stanza. Esploriamo un po' di cose. Rapporto decennale sull'evoluzione dei mortali e il degrado ambientale. Inquinamento e degrado ambientale sono due problemi più gravi che al momento affliggono l'ecosistema del pianeta. Queste piaghe sono riconducibili a una varietà di fattori che hanno un impatto negativo sulle funzioni basilari dell'ecosistema e di conseguenza sulla sopravvivenza di tutte le risorse, le forme di vita e sull'esistenza stessa dei mortali. Tali problematiche ambientali, soprattutto il riscaldamento globale, sono attualmente molto preoccupanti per il futuro del pianeta e di conseguenza per il mantenimento a un livello qualitativo soddisfacente del nostro approvvigionamento di sangue. Il degrado e l'inquinamento dell'ambiente sono derivanti da diversi fenomeni. Sovrappopolazione presenta un pericolo per l'ambiente perché l'aumento demografico richiede più edifici, più alimenti con una conseguente deforestazione, nonché uno strumento eccessivo delle risorse e un inquinamento del suolo. Produzione di rifiuti inquinanti. I detriti e rifiuti prodotti dall'uomo sono una delle principali cause del degrado ambientale, provengono dalla produzione intensiva e state cheat. Intensiva e irragionevole di prodotti chimici, di scarti derivanti da Attività industriali, fabbriche e ospedali sono fonte di emissioni tossiche. Anche la produzione su larga scala è una minaccia per l'ambiente perché porta all'inquinamento di aria, acqua, suolo e effetti direi. Vabbè, sì, sono tutta una roba sull'inquinamento. Vediamo qua se c'è qualcosa. Ispeziona. Esaminiamo.
Blood tests from the Red Salon.
Sono gli esami del
She always said
sangue.
she preferred paper to digital.
Poi andiamo avanti. Ci stiamo ispezionando tutto. Guardiamo quel giovane. Ha bisogno di silenzio. Va a cagare. Qua c'è niente. Vabbè, questo è... Qua sono tutti dei... Dov'è che devo andare, scusate? Trova Caius Leto. Ah, questa è la stanza del server, per cui entro nella stanza di Caius, allora.
Caius's office. The
L'ufficio
key
di
card must
Caius.
be in there.
Devo cercare la... No, non mi fa aggiungere. Io sono non ho le doti dell'altro. Allora, devo allontanare questa, penso. Eliminato, ok, eliminato. Ah, praticamente sono tutte le persone, ok.
Mr. Leto isn't in his
È nel
office.
suo ufficio, grazie. Avevo capito. Che mi segui? Ok.
These screens aren't going to watch themselves.
Brava, brava, sorveglia. Io vado da lì, da sto giovane qua.
If I can do anything to help, let me know.
Sì, tranquilla, mi fai sapere. Allora,
The
esaminiamo.
servers hold all of our secrets. I understand why they're so well protected. These servers hold all of our secrets. I
Penso
understand
sia
why they're so
quello,
well
ok.
protected.
Questo?
I've got more important things
Sì,
to do.
oh, ma sono tutti scortesi, eh. Vediamo
Mr.
questo.
Leto's right over
Il
there.
signor Letto è laggiù. Eccolo qua. Eccolo, giovane. Aspetta, si può vedere? No, perché non ho tecnologia.
List
Esaminiamo.
of ingredients and side effects.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The prince needs more.
Non è buona, dice.
You want details.
Allora, puoi dirmi di più su quello che è successo alla festa? Sì,
Tell me
grazie.
what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The prince's child, Miss Sellers,
Signorina
contacted me.
Sellers.
The Hartford Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them. Less than 20 minutes later, we received the code red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Infatti, chi ha messo il
sounded
codice
the alert?
A
rosso?
man named Wu.
Non Dio,
Never
me
heard of him. A retainer, one of Jason Moore's bodyguards.
Moore, the asset manager. What was he doing at the unification party?
He was supposed to answer technical questions about the financial viability of the agreement. Moore is good at hiding our kind trafficking. He's one of them, after all.
And you're the one who received the code red, personally.
It arrived directly here. It's authentic. I
È
verified it.
autentico, eh.
Anything that could be of interest to the prince?
I'm working on it.
Non lo so.
Jara Drury is the expert.
Non ce lo dice questo.
If only she was here.
Any movement with the anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance.
Non sono gli
You
anarchici.
know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them.
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
I knew we should never have trusted those damn warlocks.
Sono gli stregoni.
Any sign of Jara?
Nothing at all. And that's not good. According to the protocol, she should have been there early.
Allora lei.
If they got hit, she would have been first in line. There's one thing we haven't considered. The Crimson Oaks.
Crimson Oaks. Che cosa sono non lo so.
They were behind the Quincy Market attack, weren't they?
I don't have any proof. We just caught a thin blood who wanted to trap the prince, and who told us about them. Apparently they're new in town, but Mr. Rory thinks he's giving us the runaround.
Signore.
Did you look into it?
I tried, but I didn't have the resources to discover anything else.
Leave no stone unturned.
Non far arrabbiare Galeb. Poi è pericoloso il nostro Galeb.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit. What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Whoa. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
C'è un problema.
The party was indeed attacked.
È un attentato.
Bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
Bene.
This is a
Principe.
critical moment for us. I have summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Cut
think...
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Si è incazzato.
Excuse me?
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That's enough, Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for
c'ha ragione, scusa.
discontent. Galeb, the code red was sent
Galeb.
by
Per me è Galeb, non
Go
Galeb.
to
Per me è
Morse
Galeb.
and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring more back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like
Abbiamo un
to
infame, mi sa.
very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this, so gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Sembra abbastanza incazzata.
See if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the cane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dajan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
What's there?
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
Grande.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of
Hai
sugar.
ragione.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her, at the very least.
No, you will remain here. Mem goes alone.
Why don't you send Dajan instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dajan has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing, Hilda. You'll do nothing.
Si è incazzato, il principe qua.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you
Ha
nothing.
ragione.
Delson, escort them out. The session is adjourned. You all have your instructions.
Bene. Abbiamo tutte le istruzioni. Chi impersoniamo ora? Avrei avuto un po' di alternative. Sì. Non è andata benissimo. Scelta del livello. Cioè, non ho capito. Aspettate un attimo. Cioè, devo scegliere che cosa fare. Allora, con Emem, dopo che è stato emesso il codice rosso, Ezel e Iverson, vabbè, il principe della Lila è il principe, ha mobilizzato tutte le sue risorse per cercare di comprendere la situazione e valutare la portata del pericolo. L'accordo di unificazione dei pericoli, di fronte ai crescenti dubbi e sospetti di entrambe le parti, Emem deve incontrare Dan Eb Osborne, per chiarire la situazione e assicurare che l'alleanza sia ancora valida. Invece per Galeb o Galeb, dopo che è stato messo il codice rosso, vabbè, ha mobilitato, vabbè, è sempre quello, sono stati persi tutti i contatti con chi ha messo l'allarme, io direi con questo qui, sì, praticamente è quello che è. Vai, andiamo con Galeb, proviamo lui, mi è sembrato quello più cazzuto, quello più... Vai. Cosa dobbiamo fare qua, scusate? Non capisco se ho punti da... Sì, posso... Un po' di tecnologia, perché se dobbiamo... Oh, c'è un poliziotto qua, col distintivo. Vediamo cosa combina Galeb. Bel distintivo, ho paura che faccia una brutta fine questo. Sì. Sì, ha fatto una brutta fine, ecco.
Oh, excuse me.
Questi sono mortali, questi, dunque. Andiamo, dai. Vediamo cosa succede. Messaggio dello sceriffo. Questo Morro 5 relazioni. Lavoratore deve riportare almeno le relazioni. Va bene. Allora, riporta Jason Moore dal principe, raccoglie rapporti sui primogeniti. Vediamo un po' chi sono. Dai, vabbè, i soliti, ok. Andiamo. Osserviamo. Non è un buon segno perché c'è la scena del crimine. E direi proprio di no. Parliamo col giovane qua. O la giovane, chi è una?
Special Agent Smith. The FBI.
Sì, è arrivato l'FBI, ragazzi.
Expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet. Got it.
Va bene, andiamo noi, Esaminiamo. Perso molto sangue, dice. Non c'ha neanche più la testa. Non ha più mal di testa, C'è un bel acquario marino lì.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith? Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Dov'è il portinaio,
Is the
esatto.
caretaker still here?
He's in the living room.
Salotto.
But I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him.
È sotto
Poor
shock.
guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker.
Baker.
He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner.
Ah, Jason Moore.
Jason Moore. I don't know
Moore.
who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Questo non bene.
The exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor.
C'era quello che dovevo portare.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Sentiamo la famiglia.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Go on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
Altro caso.
What case?
You haven't heard?
At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath.
So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know.
Ok. Percepire l'invisibile. Allora, quando percepire l'invisibile è attivato, guardare un personaggio non umano è sufficiente per identificarne la natura. È inoltre possibile rivelare le tracce lasciate da una creatura soprannaturale e scoprire informazioni su essa.
Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
A signet ring with a beaver on it. Moore went to MIT. The flesh is burnt around the bullet hole, over a wide area. He was shot at point-blank range, no doubt about it. Bullet wound in the right hip. The blow came from behind. He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean.
Gli è arrivato da dietro il colpo, eh. Io non vedo altro. Ok. C'è qualcosa qua. Percepisci l'aura.
There's a retainer here somewhere. Moore's driver's license.
C'è qualcosa qua.
Oh. Where in God's name is forensics?
Gatto della scientifica.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Sì. Oh, ma rispondono tutti bene.
The apartment has changed since my last visit.
C'è un po' macchinoso nel camminare.
I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Polizia di Boston.
Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Lo
Sir,
calmiamo.
listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. Newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients.
Tutto dopo.
Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night.
Caso strano, notte
I
forte.
admit that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man.
Oh,
He
non
would
tradiva la
never have
moglie, tu.
disrespected his wife, or even
La moglie non aveva le
I'm
corna.
sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question.
Non gli è piaciuta la
I don't
domanda.
want to talk about this anymore.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff. And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Ci proviamo. Sì, sì.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
She's a very respectable woman who loves her husband very much. I don't know what sick kind of world you live in.
Vive in un mondo
I would
malato.
certainly not like to find out.
They had their ups and downs,
Come lo
just like
faccio?
any couple. The staff had noticed that she went to Costa Rica fairly often without her husband.
Vedi?
Was she thinking of leaving him?
Not at all. Just the opposite. She begged him to spend more time with her and their daughter.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no.
No.
I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica.
Ah, in Costa Rica
She
l'amore.
goes there pretty often.
Avrà trovato qualcuno in Costa Rica,
She
non lo
likes to work in her
so.
home country. She has family there.
I imagine the girl left with her mother.
Not at all.
Ah, la
It was
bambina
the
è qua.
start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I Haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you
Yeah,
know
la
his
guerra del
bodyguards?
corpo.
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that?
Mancavano le
That was their
guardie.
job, right?
Attenzione.
They were paid to protect him.
What do you mean by acting tough?
More than once I overheard them talking to Mr. Moore, like they were his boss. The world upside down.
They worked for us, just like your dear Mr. Moore.
I hope they won't find another job anytime soon.
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those 2 goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once.
Non ho mai risposto.
So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell, but nobody answered.
Per forza, era senza la
So
testa.
I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please.
Certo.
Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer.
Lo scopro,
Justice
tranquillo,
needs to be
Giovanni.
done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us.
Certo.
That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
Ok. Poi. Ho visto una cosa lì.
Somebody slept here.
Infatti. No? Allora, di qua dove si va? In cucina. Credo, sì. Se qua è la cucina.
Still looking.
Looks like Lydia's planner.
Nonno, arrivederci Costa Rica. Andare a prendere giù nel corso di pittura, acquistare un libro, caso di emergenza, chiamare Pura Vida. Vabbè. Poi?
Why is the FBI interested in Moore?
His name came up in several financial investigations we're working on.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
Devo mangiare, cioè devo Devo nutrirmi? No, non credo. Vediamo se sul tavolo c'è qualcosa. Non mi sembra. C'è una pizza non bellissima. Ma sì, qua c'è qualcosa.
Who'd leave that lying around?
Beh, io sinceramente la lascerei lì, eh. Poi non so voi. Signor Galeb, no.
There are bloody
Esaminiamo.
prints on these bags.
Impronte. All'ingresso penso sia quello.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute, and I'll head back.
The sight of blood. We've all been
Andiamo
there,
giù.
haven't we?
No.
Questo penso. Qua non c'è niente. Qua non c'è niente. Vi avviso che sto video andrà un po' più lungo dell'altro, eh. Dove si va? Sto parcheggio. Questa è la lavanderia. Oh, esamina.
Wet laundry. Mold. It's been here for
Qui da
7
diversi
days.
giorni, sbucato. Attenzione, attenzione. Penso che si scenda da qua. Premiamo. Fa il grande Galeb.
Can you take a look at the cards, please?
I'll run the plates.
C'è qualcuno che parla.
Hey, mister. You can't go into the parking garage. It's a crime scene.
La scena di un
Agent
crimine.
Smith, FBI.
Oh, hi. Officer Norton. Hey, they didn't tell me you were coming down.
Non fa più il
Got
furbo.
something?
Wyatt saw Moore leave at 2:25.
Wyatt?
The parking attendant, part security guard, part valet. Anyway, a car that belonged to the victim left in a hurry. Or at least he thought it was Moore, until he found out he got his head cut off. There's skid marks on the ground and signs of a minor accident at the exit. He must have really been in a hurry.
Vediamo.
What?
You said he must have been in a hurry. You're saying it was a man.
Era un uomo.
Oh, no. It just slipped out without
Questo
thinking.
sa qualcosa.
It could have been a woman. Do you think it was the
Questo,
murderer?
questo sa
We're not sure
qualcosa.
of anything at this point. I've got a few questions. Where's the witness?
Wyatt? He's in the security booth over there. He's super nice. I don't think you'll need to question him again.
You mentioned skid marks.
Yeah, they're very distinct. They start from his parking space and go all the way to the exit. They clean this place twice a day, so there's no doubt they're fresh. The driver peeled out of here in a hurry.
And you said there was an accident near the exit.
Yeah, minor one. Broken headlight, paint marks. He must have had a hard time handling it.
Che macchina
Do you know
era?
what kind of car it was?
Yeah, we called it in. It's the victim's sports car. Wyatt said
Macchina
there's only the
sportiva?
sedan left.
Did you find anything else?
No, that's
È
it.
tutto.
Since we're still waiting for forensics, we gotta be careful. But you know how it is, right? Let me know if you have any other questions.
Queste sono le sgommate.
We're waiting for the forensics.
Non ho la chiave della tecnologia, questo è difficile. Non possiamo aprirla. Chi è questa? Scusi. Niente. Niente. Qua sono tutte le... tutti i copertoni. Cioè, andiamo a parlare con quello del gabbiotto.
Hello, Mr. Bazori.
You must be mistaken. I'm Smith, Agent Smith.
Yeah.
Ah, è uno di no... è uno... un vampiro questo, mi sa.
Everyone knows who you are.
Is it just me, or are you pals with all the cops around here?
Let's just say I'm pretty...
intuitivo.
You know what I mean. In the years you've been hunting us, you've acquired a hell of a reputation among our kind. I didn't know you would come. I'm not looking for any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Just who the hell are you?
Me? I'm nobody. The name's Wyatt Alvarez. I was embraced 5 years ago.
A thin blood.
Sangue debole.
I spent years.
Devo capire che sono i sangue deboli. Sì, niente di...
Hunting them when Quentin King ruled Boston.
Unfortunately for me, the blood of my sire was already
il
weak.
sangue del suo era
So
già
I can
debole.
still catch glimpses of the sun, but I don't have actual powers.
Non ha reali poteri, ho detto. Ok.
Who created you?
His name was Victor, but he died last year.
Do the kindred know you exist?
Yeah. I followed the rules, but the prince told me he never wanted to see me again, so I try not to make waves. I try to help out, here and there. I'm hoping someone will notice one day, and I'll be allowed to become a true kindred.
That's not very likely, if you ask me. That's not very honorable.
What? But
Stay the way you are.
How can you say that? You're like a god to me.
Quit dreaming. Immortality is a curse. Believe me. You should enjoy the fact that you can still stand the sunlight. What are you doing here, then?
I thought it was a pretty cushy gig. It leaves me with a lot of spare time, even while I'm on the job. And it also means I can live at night.
Vai, andiamo
Are you
avanti.
involved in what happened up there?
Not at all. I swear.
Per
I've
niente.
got a sweet job here. I'd never risk it.
Riassumimi la
So what
serata.
happened?
I've got no clue.
E non hai idea
The
questo.
shift started at 10 p.m. as
Oh,
usual.
questo lo faccio
The
fuori,
sixth floor attendant left around 11. At midnight, one of Mr. Moore's bodyguards came down to get the car. They were going to a party, apparently. I didn't see them come back. Then, around 2:20 or so, one of Mr. Moore's cars went flying out of here. It hit the wall near the exit.
Did you recognize the car?
Yeah, it was his sports car. The only one like it here.
Chi guidava?
Did you see who was behind the wheel?
No, it's got tinted
Vetro
windows.
scuro.
I thought it was Mr. Moore at first. But from what happened upstairs, I doubt it now. Hey, were you the one who...
You really think if it was me who did it, I'd be standing around here trying to figure out what
Appunto.
happened? What can you tell me about Moore?
I saw him a lot. He's the tenant I got to know best because of his working hours. And he was the most generous when it came to maintaining his cars, too.
Anything in particular about Mrs. Moore?
Yeah, I see her every once in a while. Sometimes I see her with a girl, coming back from vacation. Sure is good they weren't here tonight.
What makes you say that?
Well, Mrs. Moore's car. I haven't seen it in the garage for weeks, and she's the one who took the girl to school. Mr. Moore told me they were on vacation, and he was going to go join them soon.
Did you see the bodyguards today?
James came by earlier this evening to move Mr. Moore's car, but I haven't seen them since.
That'll be all for now.
At your service, Mr. Bazzori.
Questo mi ha riconosciuto.
An old glass bottle taken from the trash.
Oh, c'è qualcosa qua. Chiave dell'auto dell'addetto al parcheggio. Vediamo un po'. Che è questa qua, penso. Oh oh. Cosa abbiamo preso? Orologio del sangue debole. Ispezioniamo. C'è altro.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hello. McLean. Can I help you?
Just a few questions. Moore had several cars, right?
Yeah, I think so. But you better talk
Andrà lungo sto video.
Your colleague mentioned an accident that happened tonight. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, no. Not yet. Wyatt told us everything he knows.
Non sa un cazzo questo. Scusate.
We didn't have to. Wyatt told us everything we needed. He's a real team player. If you want to find out more, you should talk to
Wyatt.
Oh, so you know him too?
A vehicle ran into the wall.
Ce l'ha detto quello che è andato contro il muro.
I won't stoop that low. I won't stoop that low. Feeding on that is beneath a kindred.
Ah, è indegno. Ah, ok, non mi devo nutrire dei topi. Perfetto. Questo sembra una 159. C'era un'altra macchina prima che è quella lì. Poi di questo. Chi è
Do
quello?
you know if a backup's on the way? It should take a long time.
No. Qual era la macchina di prima? Era quella laggiù, forse. Forse era questa qui. Vediamo.
Nothing yet.
No, non... No, poi niente, abbiamo scoperto nulla qua. Da questo siamo andati, ma riusciamo. Forse. Andiamo qua. Ah, cosa c'è? Qua c'è qualcosa. Spogliatoio del personale.
Even access to the trash is
White, tu non eri qui e io non sono più riuscito ad accedere ai cassetti di spazzatura. Sarebbe troppo chiederti di lasciare la porta aperta Ah, qui non era qui il giovane. Aspetta un attimo.
I have to find a way to open it.
Trovare un modo di aprirla. Come cazzo là?
I have to find a way to open it. No. That's impossible.
Scusate, come li apri questo?
No. That's impossible. Locked.
Qua.
Can't be forced. No. That's impossible.
Ma come li apro? Quello lì. Dobbiamo tornare da questo allora.
Did you want something else?
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
Attenzione, durante un confronto dovrai combattere per convincere l'altra persona. Il risultato di un confronto ha un impatto sull'evoluzione della storia. Un confronto è diviso in fasi. Il numero di fasi dipende dall'obiettivo del confronto. Ogni fase termina una vittoria e un errore. C'è un numero massimo di errori consentiti. Ok. Vai.
Mr. Missouri, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
Andiamo un po'. Vai, andiamo con la pazienza un limite.
You sure you want to piss me off, Wyatt?
No, no, no. Of course not, Mr. Missouri. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Listen. We're just gonna forget this conversation ever happened.
Che fai, il furbo fa?
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt
Oh, no. I'm so
Cioè,
sorry.
questo sta facendo troppo il furbo.
I know. How can I make it up to you?
Vado con questo, mi deve più rispetto.
You're taking a big risk by messing with someone like me. I'm sure that's not news to you.
Devo vincere la fase finale.
I know, but it doesn't have to come to that. I meant no disrespect. Obviously.
Obviously. So you could open this dumpster for me. Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
I've already wasted enough time with you.
I can't just open the door for you like that. I really can't.
Really?
You've got to understand.
Come ho perso? Ah.
I've been sent by the Prince of Boston. Do you really think I owe you anything?
That's not what I meant.
You talk too much. Open the door.
Right away.
All right, it's open.
Wouldn't you rather tell me what you're hiding in there?
Well, I cook a little.
Cucina.
The guy's got to survive. I don't have to tell you that.
Cosa
I don't
vado?
make a whole lot of money here.
What do you cook?
Oh, a little of
Un po' di
everything.
tutto.
But I've got all my stuff in there. And there's some pretty rare ingredients.
Rare?
Yeah.
Esatto, White, è tipo Walter White.
Such as?
In some recipes, well...
È un po' un Heisenberg, un vampiro all'Heisenberg. Voglio sentire.
Whose blood?
Well, it depends on what I can find.
Okay, but what have you got right now, exactly?
If I tell you, can it stay just between us?
You're not fucking going to start again.
Okay. Okay, I managed to obtain some of Quentin King's blood.
Il sangue di Quentin King.
But of course, this guy's the perfect patsy. I almost pity him.
King answered the beckoning at the same time as the rest of the city's elders.
It can't be his blood.
One more thing, boss.
Don't call me that.
I hope we'll meet again, Mr. Missouri.
Ma ci rivediamo presto, Giovanni. Andiamo prima a vedere cosa c'è lì, poi ritorno. Ragazzi, sta andando per le lunghe sto video. Allora, era questo, sì. Cos'ha? Cioè, cos'ha?
Wyatt's makeshift lab.
E non è metanfetamina.
Rusty cans.
Bevuto. Cos'è sta roba? Aspettate, consumabili. Galeb sente di che so giocare agli altri. Praticamente abbiamo bevuto il sangue di quello lì. Attrezzo per scassinare le serrature.
Wanna take that? Empty soda cans. Old chicken feet.
Zampe di gallina putrefatte.
A shoe with one.
Delle marce.
I wonder what he's cooking with that garbage.
Poi non c'è niente. Qua non c'è niente. Speziale.
Nothing. Nothing of interest.
Niente.
Garbage.
Spazzatura. Oh, abbiamo trovato qualcosa. Sa che abbiamo trovato qualcosa.
Oh.
Una testa.
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
A V. C'è la testa di V. Attenzione.
There's a bodyguard who died in the lobby. Where the hell is Moore?
Non è Moore, allora.
Ugh, packaging to be recycled.
Poi non è lui. Non è lui.
How can I help you, Agent Smith?
So, what's it like to be a
Devo prenderla alla larga perché sennò questo non...
Usually, you hunt us down without asking any questions.
There are rules, Wyatt.
Yeah, but I never asked to be this way. If you look at it that way, I'm innocent. If that means anything to you.
Like I said, there are rules. If we don't follow them, there will be chaos.
But it's unfair.
That's the Camarilla for you. You could have gone to the Anarchs if you didn't like our rules.
Or we can change things from the inside.
Vuole cambiare le cose dall'interno.
We don't know how to change.
We were hunted under Quentin King. Look at us now. Things are already starting to change.
That's not the problem.
Esatto.
You shouldn't even exist. And the second they give the order, you'll be eliminated.
But now, Hazel Everson's against that.
Princes come and go. The Camarilla stays the same. So, what's it like to be a thin blood?
It sucks. Yeah, I can still go outside during the day, but it's not all it's cracked up to be. The descendants just can't understand. Sure, it's nice.
More than nice.
I've been roaming the night since 1745.
Do you have even the slightest idea what that does to you? How it changes you, without even realizing it, without wanting to. It eats at you from the inside.
But I'm still not complete. So, if I had to choose...
Ah, ecco.
I'd
Quel
rather live at
pericolo,
night, be like you. Thin buds are the dregs of society. We're always wondering what's gonna happen to us. You, of all people, should know that. If we want to be like you, even a little bit, we have to come up with potions that have a temporary effect.
Vai, subito.
I went.
L'ultima cosa, li chiediamo della testa.
So, are you interested in one of my ingredients?
That's not really what I've got a problem with.
What?
You didn't tell me about the man's head in a plastic bag.
What? But what the hell? Is it more?
No. That head belonged to one of his bodyguards.
But... It wasn't me, Mr. Missouri, I swear. I don't know anything about it.
Ah, non ho più focalizzazione. Successo 0%, per cui gli devo credere per forza.
Okay, I believe you.
Piano del laboratorio.
You didn't touch anything, I hope.
I take what I want.
Yeah. Of course. It's just that... It's taken me years to find some of those things.
So what?
No, it's nothing. I hope you found what you were looking for. Happy to help.
Bene. Bene. Allora, direi che questo video è andato per le lunghe, ragazzi, Dunque, abbiamo trovato per ora una testa lì nel cassonetto, che è quella lì che abbiamo visto prima, lì della guardia del corpo di Moore. Non abbiamo trovato ancora niente. Direi che per questo video è tutto, ci ritroviamo nel prossimo. Ovviamente se vi è piaciuto lasciate un bel like, seguitemi qui sul canale YouTube e mi raccomando condividetelo e alla prossima. Ciao a tutti!